There was a man who had prayed the same prayer for so long that he had almost forgotten what it felt like to pray with hope. Every night, he would kneel beside his daughter's bed. He would place his trembling hand upon her forehead and whisper, "Jesus, please heal her." He had prayed when the sickness first came. He prayed when the doctors shook their heads. He prayed when the nights became longer and his daughter's breathing became weaker. And still, nothing changed. Then one morning, he heard something that made his heart race. Jesus was coming to town. People were already gathering in the streets. Some were calling his name. Some were bringing the sick. Some were simply desperate to see him. The man didn't wait. He ran. Not because he knew exactly what would happen, but because somewhere deep inside his broken heart, a tiny flame of hope had survived. When he finally saw Jesus, a crowd surrounded him. The man pushed through the people. "Please," he cried, "my daughter is dying." Jesus looked toward him. For one brief moment, their eyes met, and the man knew Jesus had heard him. But before he could reach him, something unexpected happened. A woman in the crowd reached out and touched Jesus' garment. Jesus stopped. He turned toward her. He spoke with her. He comforted her. The crowd gathered around them, and the man stood there waiting. His heart began to sink. Why is he stopping for her? Why not me? My daughter doesn't have time. He waited. Minutes passed. Then someone came running toward him. His face was filled with sorrow. "Your daughter is dead." The world seemed to disappear. The man's knees gave way. He could barely breathe. Everything he had feared had happened. He looked toward Jesus, and something inside him broke. He whispered, "Lord, if you were going to help me, why did you make me wait?" Jesus heard him, and Jesus walked toward him. The crowd was still moving around them, but Jesus' attention was completely on this grieving father. "Do not be afraid," Jesus said. "Only believe." The man couldn't understand. Believe? How could he believe when the thing he had prayed for was already gone? How could he hope when there was nothing left to hope for? But he had already seen Jesus do things no one else could do, so he followed him home. When they arrived, the house was filled with crying. People were mourning. Everyone knew the girl was dead. But Jesus stepped inside. He took the girl's hand, and he spoke words that changed everything. "Little girl, arise." For a moment, there was silence. Then she opened her eyes. Her father froze. He stared at his daughter as she sat up, alive, breathing, looking at him. The man began to weep. But these were no longer tears of despair. They were tears of surrender, because he finally understood something. Jesus had never forgotten him. The delay had not been abandonment. The silence had not been rejection. What looked like the end was only a moment Jesus was still holding in his hands. My beloved child, perhaps you are standing in that same place today. You prayed, you waited, you watched other people receive the answers you were begging me for. And somewhere along the way, you began to wonder, have you forgotten me? No, my child, I have not forgotten you. I see the prayer you whisper when nobody else is listening. I see the tears you wipe away before anyone notices. I know how long you have waited, and I know how tired your heart has become, but do not measure my love for you by the speed of your answer. Sometimes you think I am late because you can only see the clock, but I can see the entire story. You see the closed door. I see what is waiting beyond it. You see the delay. I see the purpose. You see what has died. I see what I can still restore. So don't walk away from me because the answer hasn't arrived yet. Keep trusting me. Keep bringing me your broken heart. Keep praying even when your prayer becomes nothing more than a whisper, because I am still there. And when you cannot understand what I am doing, remember who I am. I am not the God who abandons my children. I am the one who stays, the one who carries you through the night, the one who sees what you cannot see, and the one who can turn even your darkest ending into a testimony of my faithfulness. So, my child, breathe. Wipe your tears. You are not forgotten. Your story is not over. And even now, I am still working.